I love it when Jason comes in. That means we're talking about the latest release from our friends at Brick and Elm, and we've got a good one this time around. This is one of everybody's favorite. I'm hearing this all over social media, the pet issue.
People love this issue. I mean, put a dog on the cover.
Done.
Sold. So I'm not going to talk about dogs today.
No, we're going to talk about our good friend Bobby Lee out of the Big Texan, who just has been busy with all the Route 66 stuff.
Yeah, so one of the things we added over the past year to our magazine is we've got a section at the front where we just have a lot of conversations. We do interviews with people doing interesting things. Yep. One of these for this issue, the pet issue, we're talking to Bobby Lee. He doesn't have anything to do with dogs. He does have things to do with cattle and cows. So Bobby and Danny at the Big Texan took the 72-ounce steak challenge on a road trip this summer. So they were part of the Route 66 Centennial Caravan, loaded up the big, fiberglass cow steer sort of thing, and they went to 21 cities and cooked their 72-ounce steak for a steak challenge in all those different places. And so they let people, usually you have to go to the Big Texan to do it, they let people all across the United States try this thing. Very few were successful, actually. But it took that culture, that legend of the Big Texans sort of on the road as like ambassadors for the city of Amarillo, for the history of that restaurant.
They are champions of the Mother Road. There is no doubt about it. I've talked to him before, and again, it's iconic. Anybody that's on that road coming through our area that's not from this area, they pull in and they grab a seat.
People know about the Big Texan, not just all over the United States, but all over the world. And Bobby's got stories of being in like a taxi cab in Poland and people seeing his hat and being, 72-ounce steak challenge. That's the kind of reputation that this business has helped build for the city.
I think this might be the first time he's ever taken this on the road, right? I know he's been on like the Tonight Show and that kind of stuff.
They've gone on the road, but actually taking the steak challenge outside the restaurant, I think, is pretty new.
Did he say how it was received in all of these different...
People loved it. I think people were really excited about it. I think he was a little bit surprised that not as many people were able to complete it, going into all these different cities. I mean, they had members of the LA Rams, trying to do it in Los Angeles and the Santa Monica Pier. So it was very well received, very excited, but that's a lot to eat. So.
And I almost felt like, because obviously the Big Texan and some people in Amarillo did some stuff, but the rest of the state, it kind of like the state forgets, Texas kind of forgets that, we do have the Route 66 comes through Amarillo. And I talked to them about that, and they just kind of took it upon themselves to really dive into this.
Yeah, I think so.
Without a whole lot of outside help from the state.
Route 66 has such a mystique across the United States. And the Southwest is part of that mystique, but the only part of Texas it goes through is right here in the Panhandle. That's the only time you're going to be in Texas on that route. And so Amarillo represents what people are looking for, when they drive that highway.
Man, I'm looking forward to this, and we can get this online if you're a subscriber.
Read it online at brickandelm.com. You can go read it, buy it at like United Supermarkets, Market Street, Burrowing Owl. They are selling really fast. It's only been out a month, but go get it if you want one.
Okay, and make sure that you follow them on Instagram and Facebook and all that stuff. You guys recently stopped by, and I got to do one of the pet photo shoots with our sheepadoodle honeybee.
And you know what? We're just going to make our social media all dogs all the time.
You win. That's one thing everybody agrees on. Show me a pet.
No complainers on the dog photos.
I love that. All right, next time, what are we talking about?
You know what? I don't know. We'll figure it out.
We need to. You're going on a big family vacation. We may have to just re-update and see what's going on in the life of.
I'll get back from vacation. I'll take a look at the magazine, and then I'll decide by next week what we'll cover.
And we may have to have a cold beer to talk about your vacation.
Let's do it on camera. No, we won't do that.
Here, I'll get my friends from Pondaseta to show up. That's a new episode coming up very soon. All right, Jason, we appreciate it. We got more Studio 4 coming up after this.